Hello, this is Kwang Lee. Today I'm going to talk about my Spring 1 and 2 individual progress update. Our team is CPU IT Buddy. Let's start with the breakdown of labor. I had four main tasks to complete for last two sprints. First, it was branches merging all the sub-branches that we had worked on last semester into main branch. I completed by myself and it was one story point, and it took me 20 minutes to merge it. And second, select LLM to implement. I have conducted some research about which LLM to use for our project, and I decided to use OpenAI model since I'm using Plus Plan already. I have completed by myself. It took 60 minutes, and it was two story points. And third, link API key to the project. I was trying to link the OpenAI API key directly to the app, but I encountered errors I am going to show you later at the demo. So we end up change the plan to the next task. So that is why I marked this task as incomplete. I spent 180 minutes on this task, but probably I spent more than this. And last task was my main task, LLM to summarize content. I used Llama model to summarize the solution content to summary field in the database. And I am completed by myself. And this was five story points. I was expecting this one for only three story points, but it was kind of heavy task. And I worked on like 300 minutes for this task. So total of 10 story points completed and 660 minutes work. And now I'm going to demo about my work. Mhm. First, summary field in the database. A Firebase database is now filled with summary for content. And second, and errors that I have faced. I had several errors encountered. First error was linking with the API key. It was like OpenAI. And when I was trying to link the API key directly to the app, this red box error was shown in my emulator. So we changed our plan to summarize the content in the server instead of summarizing for every user prompt. Therefore, I had to discard all the codes from Spring 1. And next error I encountered was I tried to use the Python code to change the add summary field in the Firebase database, but I had several errors like using my my computer. My Python was using OpenSSL, but we had to, oh no, my Python was using mm, oh liberal l- liberal SSL, but we had to use the OpenSSL. So let me show you the VS Code real quick. So this error is due to the version of the Python. So I had to download several previous Python versions and check if it's working. After that effort, finally I was able to link the OpenAI API key, but another problem popped up. My API key balance is expired and it was not included in my paid plan. So, so we got this message from the terminal. S- So this is indicating that we're running out of the balance. So we changed to DeepSeek this time, but I had a similar problem as the OpenAI problem. This is the one when we use DeepSeek. It said insufficient balance. So we had to change it again. So so I tried Together AI, which used the model Llama. So so this is the balance I used, and this is the API key. So after I used this, I was able to summarize the content successfully. And now I'm going to show the terminal output that completely summarized the content to summary field. So after we run this Python file, we get a lots of updated document output. This is all from our contents to summary field. But we are using DeepSeek for the prompt that we cannot answer with the database solution. Mm. This is the photo that we had arrow like generating the summary. So in the summary field, it says summary not available. But now, if you go to our like Firebase, this is our Firebase and this is our Firestore database. If you go to solution and this is the content and this is summary. As you can see, now we have some summarized version of the content. As you can see, it's much shorter than the no the original contents. We're able to generate all the content summary. But this was just sample. Yeah. And now GitHub checking. Now let's move on to the GitHub commit and code. So this is the commits that I made on January 22nd. I have successfully merged most recent feature code from sub branches to main from all the team members. There was some merging conflict, but it was not the big issue. So it didn't took like a long time to merge all the code. And this is the main task that I did for the sprint. And I click here. Those are just small fixed from the dark file. And this is the uh, summarization Python code that I use for summarizing the content to summary field. And this is the key to the Firestore database. And this is the API key for our Llama model. And as you can see, we're using the Meta Llama, and we limit the tokens to 100, which will limit the length of the summary. And if there's an error generating the summary in the terminal, we'll see this error generating summary like message. And as we checked previously, the summary not available will show up in our Firestore database. And this, but I was able to get this like updated document at the end. This is if for GitHub. Oh, this is it for Sprint 1 and 2 individual sprint progress update. Thank you for listening.